took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day. Ready. 15 runners. You see it. Let's go. Come on. Check. Out. Check 99. Joker. Squeeze. Check 37. Wall. Get wall. Check down.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check three. Check hot.
Here's Hines. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Son. 51. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, back to you. 51 to Mike.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You're outside. 58's the money. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Exit. Check 24. Check 24.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings us second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, son. 58. The red 80. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Play action. It's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Margus Hunt able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brings up second and 9 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. All day, every day, any day. Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Hey, check. Shit. Slam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
He's coming to you.
From the gun, here's Bissett. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Come on, QB, come on.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Come on, Lott. Come on, Lott.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Red 80. Yeah. SOS. That's 80. SOS. 58. 58.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Go. Check 13.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Let's go. Check. Hold on. 52. Check right. Kill.
From the 38, Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
He's checking. Crash.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Switch. Hey, switch gears. Check. Kill.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. He's checking crap. Under 10. 10. You got tight. Right there. Kill.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
To throw, Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Colts first down.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Set, ready. 60 out low. 58, right there. It's been a long day for you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check your hot read.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 42.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Young lady. 58 to Mike. 58. Hey, orbit. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58 set. Bring it. Set.
Now Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Set.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Go, Simon. Go against the mic. Let's go, tight end. Hey, lady. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Right there. Hey, watch the lane. Shoot.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, look 3. Slam. Sponge.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Get ready.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 66 yards.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Strip that. Top go. Check 24. A little flare. Back.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Darnold. He'll find Lindsey here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check safety. Check safety. Check 9. Check 9.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Shift.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Complete to Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say, oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Brissett sets to throw it, and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now a toss coming right side. Hines. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line.
They're on 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Green brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's put that team on the bus. Smooth.
Now it's Darnold. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist. Ready?
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come out in the pistol. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the catch made by Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey. 4 down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL